completing all of my favorite Hot Wheels sets for 2021 coming up after this.
It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Open up your presents. Yeah, toys.
It was a good year for Hot Wheels. At least it was for me. I think it was the first year that I went a little too crazy. The funny thing is I was trying to take it easy with toys and stop collecting so much and completing so many sets, but Hot Wheels kind of makes it easy because they're only at $1. In Canada, they're at $1.50 price point. Sometimes that varies. Sometimes $1.30 something at some places. Sometimes $1 at some places. I do like Matchbox probably a lot. You're going to see here the collections that I like from Hot Wheels are not your standard cars. They are not the cars, the everyday cars that most Hot Wheels collectors like to collect. I like the ones that I guess that they make for the kids, the fun series. And that is what you will see here. And maybe I'm not showing it in any order. No, I guess not. But we can start with the Space series because that's on set. I'll probably open one of these sets. I can't. If you want to see me open more of these sets, please do leave a comment down below and say that you're interested. But I don't know if the people out there are really interested in these crazy Hot Wheels fun cars anyway. Okay, the Space series was one of the later series to join in 2021, so it was a closeout. I've got these three right here actually are three of the later additions to the year, and this was the first one, and I got really excited when I saw this car, or maybe it was, yeah, I think it was. This was the first one to come out because I thought we were going to get them all in white. I didn't even realize that there was a Space series before, so it is common for them to repeat the same collections but give new cars with each year. But I saw this and thought it was so cool, such a spacey car. And then Hot Wheels will often recolor the cars, so you'll get different versions of them, and this is an example of that, where it has the same number. These are both number 2s, but they issued them in different colors. Now, I completed all of the numbers, but sometimes there are super treasure hunts with different decos, and sometimes there are like American store rare special ones for the stores like Walmart and Kohl's, I think, has special ones. I think GameStop also has special cases with special decos. Okay, so then next we have these two Space ones. They did that one in 2 different colors. And this one is from Dollar Tree. Yeah, see, at Dollar Tree, they're $1.50 in Canada. And they added Space Jam to the Space series. I thought that was cool. It's a nice 70s van. Oh, and it's actually called 70s van. And then this one was a treasure hunt. So there are 2 types of treasure hunts. So there's super treasure hunts and there's treasure hunts. The treasure hunts are 1 per case. I believe so. And then the super treasure hunts are 1 per 16 cases. So I did find a few treasure hunts. I don't think any of the treasure supers, well, maybe there were some supers in here, but they're really hard to find. But I did find a couple supers, and I'll probably sell them because the money I can get for the cars mean more to the cars than they do here. But the treasure hunts, the regular treasure hunts, they're not usually worth very much. These are 2 more of those. The Dino cars. Maybe I should show you the Dino cars now. So this is kind of what got me into collecting Hot Wheels hardcore this year, and it was because of these great ones. Now, this one was a treasure hunt, and it was really hard to find, and I think this one came out earlier in the year, and I hadn't really decided or paid attention to what series were out. And I was lucky just to find that sitting on a peg one day. And the same was for this one, but we'll get to that one too. I just found that. That was the last one I found, so I'm super excited about that. And I didn't think I was going to find it because Hot Wheels in Canada have not been around for a few months. We haven't been getting new cars. There's something, I guess it's due to the pandemic. This is number 3, and we got it in 2 shades. And I do have a few more of these from previous years, but it's a cool looking Dino car. And then this one I wasn't going to get initially, but then when I started collecting all of the Dino cars, I said, okay, I have to get this one. So then it was really hard to hunt down the first edition of this. It was this one. Oh yeah, and my card's even banged up. I'm going to open up all of these. I don't know if I should do it on camera or just do it for my own fun, but I want to save the cards too, because the art is kind of the best part. And that is also why I was looking at the cars this year, is because Matchbox had fantastic packaging this year. I loved the card art, so that is why I collected every single Matchbox that they put out this year, and that'll be in a separate video. And then these two, just 2 more Dino looking cars. So that's that whole collection of the Dino cars. Let's look at the Rescue series. So we'll go backwards. This was 10 of 10, and this is a treasure hunt. And this logo right here is how you know it is a treasure hunt. It'll be gold if it's a super treasure hunt, and it'll also have somewhere on it the logo. You'll see flames on the regular treasure hunt, and the super treasure hunt, I forget what you see. You see, I think, oh, you see a TH on it. Treasure hunt logo. Okay, so that was number 10. Can I count backwards? What comes? That's 3, so it's not that one. Okay, yeah. And this one is a new one to me. So these ones just showed up in Canada, and they're showing up everywhere at the same time. And it's been a couple months, like I said, since we've had cars. But I wanted to collect all of this Rescue series. It was one of the last series to join. Look at that one. Cool. And cool. So they're all utilitarian. That's kind of why I like Matchbox more than Hot Wheels, is because most of their cars are utilitarian. I just thought these were fun, and I guess it's the kid in me that loves these because they're so childlike. Kids love rescue machines. And if there was a construction series, I would have went crazy for that too. And then we had these 2 bombers. On the cards it'll say if they're new, if it's a new sculpt for the year. So that's what they did right here. They didn't do it on this one though. That's weird. And then this one is number 1. Yeah, and that came in 2 shades. I love this one too. It's a big, sturdy, awesome, fun truck. Okay, I don't want to make too much of a mess here. I also buy these from the dollar store to keep them in. We're really lucky to have these. You have to be careful which one you choose. There's some that they make without mechanical hinges. I like a mechanical hinge. That means that there's going to be less stress over time when you open and close them. They cost $3.50, so it's a pretty good price. I guess you'll see me put my translucent, oh no, my glow-in-the-dark ones. I think they're the ones that I'm going to open today. Okay, here is another new edition. So what is this? This is, I should do them at least in some kind of order. Number 1. And so I really like these retro ones, and I think they do these every year. And a select few of them they release in the contrasting colors, so they'll do them in orange. So that is number 1. Number 2 was a motorcycle with the Hot Wheels logo. Number 3, the Dodge. have an indie car that they did in 2 shades. That's really cool. I want to put that on my track. It's the same colors too, kind of retro-y colors, which is really my main attraction to these. Then we have this GT. Beautiful. Does it have a moving part? Yeah. So that's something I always look out for too. If it has moving parts on it, I like it even more. Number 6 is an ocean vehicle, and look how they did the translucent for the water. Real cool boat. And then these last 4. This one comes in a super treasure hunt. I think it might be the only one from the series that I love to collect that came with a super treasure hunt, so I wouldn't be getting that one, and that one would be quite a dilemma. Do I trade it or do I keep it? And that finishes them off, 10 of those. So there's not always the same. Sometimes there's 5, sometimes there's 10. So that was one of the later series. And then let's get into some of the first series for me to complete, actually. Oh, here's another Dino. Whoops. Here was number 5 of the dinos that I did not show you. Were you wondering what happened to the 5th dino? Okay, so Mattel Games. This was another reason why I was super into it, because Mattel is my favorite toy company, and all of these games just made it so fun. I want to do a game room. Maybe I will save opening up these and do a diorama game room and put these cars in it. And Uno was one for number 1, and they also made DOS, which I've never played before, but it's really funny because it's like a spin-off of Dino, and an extra one on a European card. And then there is the 8-ball card. Now, I was thinking I was going to collect all of the different variants because, like the 8-ball, they have little fortunes on the bottom of them. However, they don't shake and change, but you can collect all of the different ones. But I think there's some absurd I think there's like 16. There's even more than 8. I thought 8-ball. Maybe there's no 8 quotes on 8-ball, but I don't think so. Anyway, it's a really awesome Roger Dodger, beautiful old car, and it's in black, and it looks great with the 8 on it. It was I think it was a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt you could also get, so it had a metallic finish on it that set it apart. And usually that is what happens. The treasure hunts have metallic finishes. Okay, and then Rock'em Sock'em, they put on the Zombat, and they issue 2 different colors for the 2 different robots that fight, so I love that. And this is the first time I ever saw this car, and I was quite surprised that they have many more of these robot cars out. And I did open up a bigger set with the robot cars. And then, yeah, this was a really great series. And then we had Kishinari, which I think it has a Kohl's exclusive and a different board game, but in Canada, this is the best I can do, and at least I got the main one for number 5. And number 4 was everyone's favorite, and this was really hard to get in the beginning, but then they reissued it in newer cases. The difference between Hot Wheels cases and Matchbox cases is a Matchbox case, you get the series for that month. I guess they come out every month or every month or 2. Every 2, 3 months, every 1, 2, or 3, let's just say every 3 months, a new case comes out. And Matchbox always has completely different cars, so you have to get the whole case for sure. And then Hot Wheels, they'll have some of the older ones in the case, so you have a second chance at getting some of the cars. Now, this is another series that made me fall in love with the year. It was the Glow in the Dark. And this is also something that I noticed about these series. Sometimes they issue like 5 packs that you can buy a whole 5-pack of glow-in-the-dark. Now, I didn't really like the cars. I didn't like the designs or the styles of all of the ones that were in the 5-pack. So that is a good way to be a completist and collect all of the cars. But these single ones were just so cool, and they didn't come in color variations, so they were super easy to collect. None of them were treasure hunts or super treasure hunts. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's one more. Oh, it's a special one too. I actually didn't like it. I was actually disappointed because it was so silly. It's a silly car, but it is a car that I was already collecting on its own. And it was the duck, and I was getting every single duck they made, and I think I did. And I also collected the donuts. And I'm not sure if I showed that in other videos, but there are some, I don't know, different... This one falls under X-Raycers. These other two fall under Beasts. So this one was a recolor. So yeah, there are some Beasts I like, and then some foodie ones that I like. Like I did manage to get all of the donut ones from this year. And I think they were carried on from last year. Okay, and then here is the last series. Yeah, I'm going to open those glow-in-the-dark ones at the end of this video. Here are these translucent ones, which are the X-Raycers. So this was the first one, and it came in 2 colors. And if you watch my channel, you know I love translucent toys. So that's what's great about these. They're all made of translucent plastics, and you can see the inner workings of them. And yeah, just super cool. Number 2. It's kind of a steampunky train one, but it came in 2 colors as well. And yeah, I like seeing the inner workings, and I love the colors. This is probably my least favorite design from the series, but it's still really cool. And lots of doubles for this series. And then we had these two, and these 2 different colors. Love that blue and orange, the Hot Wheels traditional colors. And then we got it in purple, and look at the chrome on it. So yeah, that is what's great about the X-Raycers, is that they have the chrome, the vac metal, and they're translucent, and yeah, they're just really fun. And then there's this one, which number 4 was just on its own. They didn't have it in other colors. This is a very popular car from previous years. I always like it. They do it in 80s colors usually, and I always want to buy it. I think I do have some other versions of that, but with the translucent wheels and everything, so cool. And then the last one are these 2, what do they call it? Draftinator. And it's so fun. This does remind me of just like Imaginext. I always like their in-house stuff the most from Mattel, the ones that they've been really creative with. Okay, so I guess the glow-in-the-dark series is the best one to open because it's so easy to do. So I'm going to do that after that. If you like these videos, let me know. Let me know which one of these series you like the best, or if you are a Hot Wheels aficionado, which series do you like collecting the most? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned to the end, though, because I am going to open up these.
It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Open up your presents. Yeah, toys.
Yeah, this series was just so cool because it brought back all kinds of, the best things out of childhood. Glow-in-the-dark, we love. Translucent, we love. So cool. Just fun. So I saw a trick once, and I always talk about this, where you paint on some acetone onto the card, and the bubble will come right off. I'm probably going to do that later. I'll just open these quickly by cutting. I'm not going to rip them off the card, though, because I want to save the plastic. And if the acetone thing doesn't work for me, or it just gets too smelly, and I just think it's easier. I'll just clean up the cards with a fine pair of scissors while I'm watching a movie. I'll carefully cut around the bubble better. Which one? Which one did I open first? I opened 4 first. And I'm going to put it in my case. However, I don't know if I can put it in my case. Because I can't put it in my case today. I have too much of a mess going on. But here is this glow-in-the-dark beauty with metal, metallic, translucent, and glow-in-the-dark. It's got it all. Really special cards, these ones. And like I said, I didn't really enjoy the set that they put out. They put out a set where you could buy 5 cars, and they were they were mostly just glow wheels in that set. So they didn't look as cool as this. They didn't have the translucent, and they also chose such great colors. They chose all the primary colors. We got a red, no orange, but yellow, green, blue. And this is kind of purple. It's purple and pink. Look at this baby. Oh, this one is extra cool too because you can take the top off it. If you're stressed. Oh, here we go. There's 2 little tabs here on each side, and you can put it on top of this, so that makes this car extra cool. Look at this beautiful piece of translucentness. It's kind of got a skeleton underneath too. It's literally got bones underneath. It's in purple. You can just snap it back on. What a cool car. That is so fun. Does this one move? This one feels like it moves too. It doesn't do anything. Look at that one again. So cool. Look at the artwork again. So cool. X-Racers. Like X-Raycers. X-Racers. Let's look at number 2. What is number 4? And then number 3. Then we'll do number 2. Try to be careful. I know this isn't interesting video while I cut. I should do it closer. This one doesn't do anything, but it does look cool. Look, you can see the seats inside. Number 14, glow. Metal on the bottom. And it is made of metal too. Sometimes the bottoms are made of plastic, sometimes they're made of metal. And die-cast coolness. Love those wheels in the front. That's a sweet one. Okay. I guess I'm not going to open up the other ducks here. Do that later. I also collected the Christmas car, the holiday cars. So during the different holidays, they would actually come out in time too. So around St. Patrick's Day we got one, Christmas we got one. I opened those ones up in a different video. I actually did open up all of those when I tracked down my treasure hunt Halloween car from it was the first release. And I thought I missed it, but I struck up a deal. So I'm happy to have that Halloween car too. Okay, this is a beauty. I love the blue metal. It's so cool. And then, yes, and yeah, no special thing, but you can see through this car. They're just so cool. I have never glowed them. They look like they're glowing pretty good. Love it. Love, love, love it. And then the last one we'll open today, because this is a super long video. I could have opened this set a long time ago because it was the first to complete. here is the duck. Hot Wheels the duck. What do they call it? They call it duck and roll. That's what they call this. Cool pink wheels, purple eye, yellow. That's its bum. The propeller, yeah, so awesome. Yellow metallic. Sweet. Sweet little set. Yeah, everything about a car I love in those. See you real soon.